Hello and welcome back to Creative Pet Keeping. My name is Kasha, I am your host, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing yet another Betta tank kit as part of my little Betta tank kit review series, which doesn't have a cool name. So if you haven't got a cool name, if you haven't got a, I don't know what I'm saying now. If you haven't got a, that sounds like a song. But if you've got a cool name, let me know down below. And if you already haven't checked out some of the previous kits I've reviewed, some of them are kind of okay, some of them are crazy and downright horrible. They're kind of interesting, so it's kind of worth checking out. I will have a link down below as well as in the description. So today, because Gallon Bettas are now out and they're a thing, I decided to investigate and see what all of this is all about. So there may or may not be a future Gallon Betta video. We're thinking about it. It might happen, but there is going to be a Gallon Betta tank review kit. So this thing is heavy. I think it's glass. It has no creative name. It's literally called 3-gallon Betta Aquarium Kit, but I think it's interesting. I'm intrigued. Let's check it out and see if this is horrible or if this is actually a good kit that you may be able to use. So without further ado, let's get started. First, let's start off with taking a closer look at the packaging. Here they provide you with a little bit of information about the Gallon Bettas, the males as well as the females. For the females, they tell you that they have more simple coloration, which is not exactly true. They can be much more colorful, and they say they can be kept with other fish, which can be true, but it really depends. Some female Bettas can be just as crazy as males and kill all your fish. Over here, they says they can be kept with cory catfish, which I feel can confuse a beginner fish keeper because they can assume that you can get some cories for the 3-gallon tank, which I feel like they should have just left that part out. At the top, they just give you a tiny little sentence about what GloFish are, but it doesn't really explain anything, which is a shame because it's actually quite interesting and I wish they provided a little bit more information. And then at the very top, they mention an app that they have as well as a hotline, both of which I haven't checked out just yet, but if you wanted me to do that, let me know in the comments down below. So right here in the back, you can see all the different things that you get. So you get a light, a filter, and a filter cartridge. The light has 2 modes, which is nice. I feel like you could probably grow some very low light plants. And the filtration is both mechanical, chemical, and biological. That being said, you first have to cycle your tank for any bacteria to be present. I think it should be mentioned that a heater is not included and that you should purchase one because I think that's very important. Also, it bothers me that the chemicals used in this are known for causing cancer and birth defects. This particular section is not very useful. It just says, hey, buy more stuff, and here's sunlight and moonlight mode, which kind of look the same in the photos, so useless section is useless. Let's take a closer look at all of the things you get inside. So this is the tank in all its glory, and it does come with a little base. I don't like it. I ended up not using it. Maybe you'll like it, but overall, to be honest, I kind of like this. It looks nice. I like glass. It looks like a nice rimless tank, but let's take a closer look. So you get your little filter cartridge. I'm not a fan of using those because I feel like they're kind of money wasters, but I can understand why they're recommended. And this is the little back portion. I think that they could have designed this a lot better. There's a lot of wasted space, but it's okay for what it is. It does have a pump that you can adjust the flow, but after playing around with it, even with the flow at its lowest, you'll see it's still pretty strong, so we have to find a DIY solution for that. This is the little nozzle that you can kind of adjust where the water sprays out of, and also the 2 little intakes. The light that comes with the tank is kind of nice. It's simple, it's not really fancy. I wish it had a timer. I feel like at this point with the technology, all tank lights should have timers built in. That's my personal opinion, but it's okay. It's very easy to take it on and off. And let me tell you, this is the most exciting part of the entire kit for me. It has a nice glass lid with a tiny little space on each corner where you can kind of pop in a little bit of pellets or whatever food you want to feed. I'm so excited. This will keep your betta safe and keep it from jumping out of the tank. And it's glass and it matches all the glass. I like it. I'm very excited. And as you can see, it's very easy to take the light on and off. And here is the little lid for the filter portion in the back, which wasn't that difficult to kind of figure out. It snaps on and off easily. The downside is sometimes when you touch it, it snaps off on its own, so it can get a little bit annoying. For the substrate, I am actually going to use the recommended GloFish gravel because I didn't get any of the other GloFish decor and I wanted to test the lights with something that's supposed to glow. So there's that. I know this is going to trigger some of you guys. Colorful gravel, it's okay. Just take a deep breath. There you go. It's okay. Think happy thoughts. Aquascape. Aquascape. Live plants. This is a safe space. You're okay. I'm here. If you have to cry, we won't tell anyone. You know what? Let me grab some decor from my other tanks and oh, no, I just made it worse. I mean, I kind of like it. And to be fair, you should have kind of expected this when you clicked on a GloFish tank review. Just saying. Welcome to the new home of this tank, which is my kitchen, which is also the size of a closet. Fun fact. But let's talk about heaters. Now, the one on the left is the 50 watt Aqueon adjustable heater, and then we have the 50 watt Aqueon preset heater. I prefer adjustable heaters because I do like to have some control over, what temperature I want to set my tank to. But unfortunately, as you can see, you can't put it in there. There is space back there, but they designed it poorly and you can't put it in. But you can fit the smaller type, so I am actually going to keep it in the back. Now, the instructions do say not to put a heater back there because when you're doing a water change, if you lower the water and your heater's still on, it can, get really hot and malfunction and melt everything. But I always unplug my heaters when I do water changes, so it's okay. Let's fill up the tank, and I'll be using the ACCR water conditioner from Fritz because I like it, and they're also a channel sponsor, so that's pretty awesome. The instructions does say to use room temperature water, which would be 72 degrees here in America. Well, Fahrenheit that is, but that's way too cold. You want you to keep your bettas at somewhere between 78 and 80, and when you turn on the pump, it's way stronger than I expected. I know you can dial it down. There's like a little knob when you remove the pump itself, but I tried it out and it didn't make too much of a difference. So I don't really know why they designed it that way, but it's okay. I'm gonna DIY this and fix it by attaching a sponge as well as kind of using a little bit of rubber bands. It's ugly, but it's a good solution. And watch, as soon as I attach it, the flow completely slows down and everything is nice and calm and happy. And I feel like they should have included that into the design or included a sponge. Like it's such a simple solution that they could have done themselves. Now the big question, would I recommend this tank? Personally, I'm actually going to keep it, and if you are into the glow light stuff, you like colorful gravel, or maybe you want a naturalistic tank that you want to add maybe one GloFish light reactive decoration, that if you want to turn on the blue light and kind of make it look fancy just for funsies, yeah, I think this is fine. I've seen way worse kits out there. For the current price right now, it is on sale for $30. I think it's worth it. For the full price of $59.99, I do not think it's worth it. I definitely think there's a lot of things that could be improved in this kit, as I've pointed out, but it's really not that bad. When it comes to the glow light itself, my camera had a really hard time capturing it, so I kind of did my best. You can kind of see the glow gravel, but the other decorations that I put in there were not GloFish decorations, so they didn't react to the light. I think maybe if I put some in there, maybe it would look a little cooler than it already did. And it does definitely look a lot cooler in person. So I don't know, I think it's worth it. Now, there might be some people that might be concerned with the color as well as just using UV light on your fish in general. From my understanding, I don't really know if it is harmful to fish or their eyes. The thing that, to be honest, is even more concerning than the light itself is the fact that this tank is made of chemicals that are known to cause cancer as well as birth defects. And because a lot of people will be buying this for their kids or for their families. So I think that is a bigger concern. Or even if your fish would be more likely to get cancer because of the materials. And I think that is something that we should focus on a lot more. So thanks for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you already haven't, so you don't miss out on any future fun fishy videos or even other critters here and there. You never know, they might pop in. That's always fun. But I hope that you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.